Good morning to all. This is Pankaj Kumar Modi, Department of Physics, College, Bikram, Patna. Today we are going to learn Millikan's-Waldorf experiment to calculate the charge on an electrons. This experiment was performed by two famous scientists, Millikan's and the Fischer, in 1909, and they also got the Nobel Prize for this experiment in 1923, and they calculate the value of charge is 1.5929 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb, and current calculated value of electric charge is 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. You find that this difference is very minute, it is about 0.6%. How the Millikan's and the Fischer, these two scientists performed this experiment, we are going to learn. In this experiment, they took a container, one atomizer. The work of atomizer is to convert that liquid into droplets, and a microscope, also X-ray source, and two electrode. This electrode is made up of brass, and this electrode is connected with high potential batteries, and upper electrode is of positive charge and the lower electrode is of negative charge. There is one small hole in between upper electrode, in between that plate, as we can see in the figure. All this apparatus is arranged according to the figure. In this experiment is performed in two phases. In first phase, there is no electric field between the two electrode plate, and in the second phase we apply some electric field between these two electrodes. In first phase, once we allow that droplets to pass through that small hole from the electrodes, we find that after certain path, following certain path of that wild droplets, they achieve constant velocity, that is v1. In this case, the three forces acts on these wild droplets. One is weight due to its mass, second is buoyancy force due to its displacement of air, and the third one is drag force. As we learn from the viscous force, the Stokes relation, the value of this drag force is 6 pi r eta v. V is the velocity of that uniform velocity of that droplets. R is the radius of the droplets, and the value of weight is mg, and the value of m is mass we can calculate volume into density, and if the radius is r, the volume will be 4 by 3 pi r cube into rho. Rho is the density of wild droplets. And to calculate the buoyancy force, and again we are using the same relation, the air displaced. So now we are going to use the density of the air, and the relation will be F buoyancy is equal to 4 by 3 pi r cube density of the air into g. Equating all these forces, we can find the value of the radius of that wild droplets. In the second part of the experiment, we allow electromagnetic radiation to fall on the air inside the container. Due to this electromagnetic radiation, X-ray, the air get ionized and the free electrons from air, they attach with these wild droplets, and the wild droplets is electrically negative charge. Simultaneously, we apply potential difference between these two plates, two electrodes, and due to this potential difference between the electrodes, there is force acting on that wild droplets, that is electrostatic force. That force is given by F is equal to Q E is the electric field in upward direction. Simultaneously, now four forces acts on these wild droplets. One force is weight in downward direction due to its mass, buoyancy force in upward direction due to displacement of air, and the third force, drag force, due to upward movement inside the fluid of these wild droplets, and fourth is electrical force. After equating all these forces, we find the value of Q. This is the charge of that wild droplets. From the value of Q at different voltage, the these two scientists, Millikan and the Fletcher, have concluded that the fundamental charge on any particle is 1.5929 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb, and the charge on any particle in this nature is only possible the integer multiple of this fundamental value. Thank you for watching this video, and the full contents of this topic you are going to get in the PDF format.